The only other thing I would say about that was about getting towards the end of the war, you got more bomb happy because you'd gone through, well, from my point of view, virtually how many years, 4 or 5 years or more, and whereas before you wouldn't duck every time, but you really well did. Well, I did because it affected me that way. I wanted to see. You knew the war was getting towards the end and all that sort of thing. That was one thing that I would recall from that sort of thing. If you dug a slip trench, you didn't want to get out of it because you felt safer in the ruddy thing than you did getting up on the ground. The only time I ever saw a doodlebug, we were up in Holland and we heard this thing going over and up, and we saw it there and didn't know what the hell it was at the time. And I was with a Welsh laddie, and we were dug in about, it was very loose earth, down about 6 foot, and virtually just about to see over the top of it. I don't know what we would have done in there. But he was snoring his head off. When it's dead quiet and if you got somebody like that, little things like that. We went into Hamburg, it's just like that. As you know, the surrender came through the battalion as the first lot who came in, this 2 Germans with a civilian, and he stayed behind and asked not to shell near the hospital because his factory was near there apparently, and they said that they wanted the chap in charge of Hamburg to do the surrender, and we moved into Hamburg, and that was just a ruin. The amazing thing about these places was that the roads were completely clear. You got all the rubble on the sides of the roads, and we were our section was in a big building, and there was 4 coffins on trestles up here, and they all draped with German Gestapo flags, and nobody pinched those bloody flags. Now you could have thought it now. Literally, no, they were completely, nobody touched them at all. The other thing was at the top of this road was where it was a red light area. All the girls were there over the window. Somebody got a football, goodness knows where the football came from, and that was untouched at all. That little bit of area was untouched as far as I'm concerned. And I think by the time we left there was every window in that, in that road was broken. And we were there for about a couple of days. We did patrols into Hamburg and that sort of thing, showing that we were around. And we moved up towards Denmark then, and we were out, the caravans out on our own as usual. And after we left Hamburg, it was impossible. We moved into the field. I got a picture, photos of being in the fields, and the Germans came down the road en masse, literally for about 3 days. You couldn't, there was no way you were going to move up the road. And although it says in the book we had comfortable billets, we slept out in the fields. And we left there eventually. Can't think of anything special because the war had ended there. And we were told we were going to Berlin. And we went into Berlin on tank transporters through the Russian zone. And we went into the barracks at Spandau, which are now a hotel, by the way. And we went into the barracks, and you could see the bugs climbing up the wall and all the rest. We're not sleeping here, we're sleeping outside, which we did until they fumigated them. Yeah, they'd had displaced people in there, which that was, not their fault, but anyhow, that was the condition on. And we stayed in Berlin for 3 months. 3 or 4 months. There was nothing in Berlin other than old men, women and children. And literally that was Berlin and rubble. Wherever you went from anywhere off, I was taken, or I was with some other, but I got some pictures of her in Berlin. The Tiergarten, we went back there on a tour, and the Tiergarten was completely devoid of trees. You go there now, there's all trees that have been planted, but literally they've all been cut down and all the rest of it. I've got another picture of our bloke standing beside the 88 and the what was the Parliament building? That's all shattered with the Russian shelling and things like that.